OK、開始よ。
今からジェイソンさんの、月めくり神聖幾何学アートの説明をジェイソンさんにしてもらいます。よろしくお願いします。ジェイソンさんです。
Hi, my name is Jason, and I'm going to introduce you one of the calendar that I designed for 2019. The whole calendar design is based on sacred geometry and sacred numerology. So that's the foundation of this design.
そもそも2019年のカレンダーとして神聖幾何学と神聖数秘術っていうのかな、それを元にジェイソンさんがデザインして作られたものです。だからそもそもカレンダーとして売っていました。
Yeah. So
DEAC.
Okay. The cover is I use 12 because each year we have 12 months. Okay, so within these months, that the interaction of different relation and energy and changes. Yeah, that's the foundation. And also the square and circle represent the universe, the sky, and the earth. Yeah.
12ヶ月なので12を象徴したシンボルにしています。
Circle is represent the sky.
空を表しています。天を表しています。
And square represent the earth.
スクエアは地球を表しています。
Yeah. So basically, we are in between the sky and earth as human. Yeah.
私たちは地球と天の真ん中にいます。それが人間です。
Yeah. So, and we use this one to create the more 3D effect, embossing effect. Yeah.
そう、エンボス、この版を使って、エンボス加工をしています。もうこれがとても美しくて大好き。しかも重い。很重。
Yeah, it's heavy. Yeah, it's bronze. Yeah, it's much more 3D. It's much more up and down with the structure because paper. If you emboss too much, you will cut through. So that's why it's nice, up and down as the bronze one. So this is the cover, and then
今のがカバーです。
And in the every month I use one number to represent the energy, and this is Latin unus, and that represent one. Okay, so all the one is containing everything. So everything is within this cell membrane.
Membrane ってなんだ？
细胞膜一个范围 membrane， 就像
誰か訳して。
Our skin is a membrane of our muscle.
膜？
Yeah.
膜？
Yeah, membrane. Yeah.
1はすべてを包括している、なんかこう皮膚みたいな膜みたいな感じのイメージでこのデザインをしています。
So here is like a golden ratio proportion inside, and also you see the line in the middle. That's also you can see from here. It's like channeling from up and down, from sky to earth.
天と地のチャネリング連結っていうのかな、を示しています。
And someone, if they understand some of the Asian culture, you can also see like the almost like a Tai Chi yin and yang inside of here, because everything is within this rhythm. The universe has its own rhythm, the golden ratio rhythm. Okay.
東洋的に言うと陰陽の対極図とか、そういうのも含まれています。
So that's the unus number one. Okay.
ウナシがイタリ
Latin.
ラテン語の1。
Latin, Italian, they are very thin lines because Italians are actually because Italian is uno. Yeah, and Latin is unus. Yeah, my pronunciation is not correct because I'm not Latin major, but from what I can do, that's my best I can pronounce. And duo is two in Latin.
ラテン語で2の意味。
Yeah, and I use the design. I use something called Vesca Pisces.
そう、ベシカパイシス。
Yeah.
円が2つ重なったデザイン。
The original Vesca Pisces is from one circle center to the other to split from one cell to split into one second cell. So that shows the birth of life. And
生命の始まりを表している 円と円の重なりを示すシンボルです。
Yeah, so I use red as a color also because a few different reasons. Like earlier, you see the bright yellow. Sorry, I'm going to bring back a little bit. Bright yellow and also red is because winter people are more somehow more depressed.
そう、冬はみんなが落ち込む時期なので明るい色を使っています。
So I want to uplift the energy, the feeling a little bit more, but also red represent the material world.
赤は現実物質世界を表しています。
So like this is that red is a lower vibration, and then but that from this lower vibration we can create a material world.
なんか低い波動からの世界はから物質を作る。
Yeah. Okay. And in the center, the Vesca Pisces represent few symbols. Like for example, it can be the seed or also a vagina, because all life forms are from this shape.
種とか女性器を象徴する形です。
Okay.
あと旧正月、なんか Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year, yeah, it's bit the color may be a little bit vulgar, but that's tradition, you know. But somehow we use Japanese paper, so although it's a bit funny color, but still it's with quality. Yeah. The third one is Traya, okay, and the technique we use silk screen.
シルクスクリーンだって。
So this is printed. That's why the color can be so vivid. This is also Japanese paper. Yeah.
色がとても鮮やかです。
And triangle in Western tradition represent God. So that's why you go to a lot of churches, you will see
西洋
triangle.
の文化では神様を表します。
And inside I inlaid Kabbalah.
カバラ。
Yeah.
いやカバラ。
Kabbalah.
本当ね。
Yeah.
カバラを表しています。
So because I use 3 Kabbalahs to represent the beginning, the process, the end. Like that's the full circle in a way of the God energy of
始まりと経過と終わりを示しています。三角。
the experience process. So also like a tunnel, you can zoom into the life, you know.
なんていうの？ Zoom into the life。
フォーカスして。
自分の人生にフォーカスするトンネルのようなイメージです。
Yeah. So, and the fourth one, Quattro.
4月Quattro.
Yeah. And this structure,
細かいね。
I use the pyramid structure.
ピラミッド。
So each of these structures double pyramid.
So
So six of them. Because a cube is 6 facade, okay, 6 sides, and use that to create this energy. Yeah. So somehow you can kind of see 6 lines, and this we use UV printing, so you can
UV print.
From watching it you cannot really see, but if you can touch it, you can feel the texture, of the line. Yeah, because it's
すごい
somehow
細かいラインがわかる。
Yeah.
本当だ。
yeah, okay, and that's like also the extension of the creation of the our material world. And Cinque is 5, and so use that for the month of May, the 5th one. 5-point star represent power. Endless of creation of energy.
とか、エネルギーの創造を表しています。
The reason is because it's directly related to golden ratio.
直接的に黄金比に関わっている形だか
For
らです。
example, here is the golden ratio proportion, you know. So
黄金比だらけなの。
yeah, so also 5 in the Asian culture has the 5 elements as well. Yeah. So that's why this is one very important for circulation and also for energy creation. Yeah. Okay. And number 6, A lot of people understand this one sex, but they think about that other definition. But in Latin, is sex. Sex is number 6. Is 6, and
美しいねこれ。
6 is one very important element. In Western tradition, they think 6 is the macrocosm, the big universe.
大宇宙という意味。
Yeah. 5 is the microcosm, the little universe. So like all our living form, from plants to animals to human beings, we are all in the relation of golden ratio. But 6 is the fundamental of everything. For example,
6はすべての基礎となるもの。5はなんかこう黄金比に表されるように生物、人間とか植物とかを作る数字。
like for example, crystal is six-sided.
クリスタルは
Water,
6
when it's frozen, is six-sided. Our
氷も
body,
六角。
when it's burned into carbon, carbon is six-sided.
なんか燃えて人間が燃えてすすになったらそれも六角形。
Even now, the smallest thing, quark, from quantum physics, quark.
量子かな。
Yeah, look into the microscope, it's also six-sided.
それも六角です。
So that's like the foundation structure within the whole universe.
ユニバース宇宙の基本となる数字です。
So this, you can see a hexagon here, in a way, the David star, you can say.
六
But
角
actually,
形と
sorry.
六芒星が入っていますね。
So it's like one triangle turning to facing top, one triangle facing down, represent the masculine energy and feminine energy.
上向きの三角と下向きの三角で男性性と女性性を表している。
And that creates everything interchange, intertwine of each other.
すべて相互に影響し合っています。
Yeah, and this one, you can also, if you can touch it, it's a 3D kind of feeling, because it's also from silk screen, but with
シルクスクリーン。
yeah, but with special treated, so it's kind of textural.
特殊な加工をしているので、凹凸がシルクスクリーンで出ています。
すごい。
Now, the next one is Septum. Septum actually is 7, okay?
7月。
And the seven is the number in Western. Is 7 is number for heaven, connecting heaven.
西洋では
That's
天
from the
国の
Western
数字。
tradition. Yeah. But from the Eastern tradition, we are influenced a lot by the Indian tradition with the seven chakras. So
インディアン
also,
とかの文化では7つのチャクラというふうに言います。
and you can see each week has 7 days. Why? Because related to moon cycles.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 moon cycles equal 28 days. So
1週間に7日あるのは月のサイクルと関係してい
yeah,
ます。
and our emotions really affected by the moon. Because
感情は月に影響されています。
yeah, as you can see, when the moon rise and down, and you can see the water will rise and down. That affects our
潮の
emotion.
満ち引きとか感情
Yeah.
すべて。
So it's quite a direct number relation.
And also it's colder color.
I use cold color because I want to represent moon. That's why silver kind of ish color.
なんか月を意識してシルバーにしています。あと夏はちょっと冷ための色合いですね。
Yeah, so it's multiple layer of meaning I put in there. Yeah.
いろんな意味を込めてデザインしています。
And 8 is octo. Yeah.
8月。
And this you cannot really see because I don't want to be so obvious because it's 8 rotations of octagon structure.
Why did you want
八角形的8次旋转。
八角形の
形が
So octagon turned it 8 times.
8 times 8回。
八角形が8回
Yeah,
ターンした
because
形。
then 8 times 8 is equal to 64, and that's related to the I Ching.
64
8が8回回転してカッパ64になって64が駅の64本の棒なんてあれに関係している。
Yeah, complicated. Yeah.
Why
Because
did you choose?
8 is related to change. Because 4 is square, is solid, is stable. 8 is changing, so it's 2 squares. In a way, it is one square like this and one square like that. So it start to change, start to move, start to rotate. So that's like our season, 64 different seasons of changing. That in the I Ching tradition, they have 64 gua, 64 different changes. And that's somehow related to that. Yeah.
Now, why do you want to do this like invisible?
Invisible is because I tried it. One is visible and one is invisible. The energy-wise, that one is too messy, and this one is more subtle, calm. Because in our life, everything changes, but actually, a lot of times we don't feel the differences. So in a way, it's like in the background when the time changes, and somehow smoothly affect our life, but not like every day is like, wow, it's morning, wow, it's evening, but it's actually it's naturally changing, moving in our life.
So do you want to let people feel more like calm?
In a
calm
way,
down?
August also is summer. Summer is hot, is sweat, it's more aggressive. That's why I use the cooler, both two cool colors to create that smooth transition.
8月はめっちゃ暑いので両方とも温度を下げる感じの色にしています。
Yeah. And Novem is number 9, okay? And this is about, because 9 in number, 9 is the highest number non-repetitively. So above that again is 1 and 10, 1 and 0, that's 10. So 9 is the highest number. And that's also in Asian culture, if you cannot go through 9, you cannot really go to the next step. That's like a
9を
change.
超えないと次のステップに行けないという東洋的な思想。
So it's like a gate. So in a way, this is like an endless loop in a way, right?
無限のループを表しています。
But if you can go through with the lesson you want to learn, you should learn, then you can go to the next stage. That gate, you can see again, it's a 6 pointed star. And that you can go through the next lesson in your life. Yeah.
で六芒星のトンネルを抜けて次のステージにもし学びたければ進むことができます。
So it's more like an energy symbolic of the number 9 is the ending, but also is the beginning for the next chapter.
9が始まりの数字であり終わりの数字であるということを表しています。
Yeah, and this one we use kneading, so it's
そう、
yeah.
縫ってあります。
Yeah, yeah. So
そういう失
失
敗率
yeah, the fail rate for this is quite high.
So-
失敗率高, yeah.
失敗率がとても高いです。
这里是 6 points 都是那个刚刚说的 6的意思的一样的。
Exactly, because that relate to the macrocosm,
Macro.
大宇宙, the big universe. Yeah.
先ほど6月で説明した6は宇宙、大きな宇宙を表しますよって言ったのと同じです。
And decam is 10 in Italian is deca. But so basically it's 2 5s. You see 1 5-point star here and reverse one in here. Yeah. So 10 is
五
like
芒星が2つ重なってるってこと。
10 is like a new beginning because
10は新しい始まり。
going back to again 1 and 0, the new creation, because it's like a perfect beginning again after we go through the gate of 9. And so
9の
1
ゲー
and
トを抜けた
0 is
後
the
ま
new,
た新しい始まりになるという意味で
is
す。
the new star. So that I use the bright color that shows a power, a new life,
な
you
の
know,
で
and
新し
also
い生活とかパワーとかを表す明るい色にしています。
also use green as because green usually represent life. Yellow means light, right? Yeah.
グリーンはライフ、イエローはライトを表しています。
Yeah, so it's like hope you have a new star. And the paper is not straight because this is also silk screen.
ああ、これもシルクスクリーンだから紙がまっすぐにならないですよね。
So when it dries, you will have a little bit of wave. Yeah, so,
乾くとちょっと波打ちます。
yeah. So then Udesium is 11. And this one,
11月。
11 is like a pathway, a big pathway. 1 is a pathway already, but 11 is the balance pathway. So that's why balance is very important, because without balance, we can never go through life with ease.
1のパスウェイってなんて言ったらいい？
通道。
飛んだ
道
その
どこかに行く道？
人生の道みたいな。
人生の道。
そういう感じじゃないの。
で、11になったら2つ
のバランス。
バランスが取れたパスウェイ。Yeah, this pathway for me is represent your life. Yeah.
あなたの人生を表しています。
If your emotion, if your mind cannot be balanced, you're going always up and down too much. But if you can find that peace and balance, you will go through your life with much more ease.
あなたの内側がバランスが取れていれば、スムーズに人生を進むことができますという意味を込めています。
And that's why I use much more lighter, happier color.
明るくハッピーな色使いにしています。
The foundation is a green paper. It's also Japanese paper. So it's
日本の緑の紙を元に作っています。
Because again, I mentioned green represent life. Yeah. Yeah.
人生を表しているから。ピンク。像那个丽文的桜。
Yeah, sakura color. Yeah, exactly. So because when people see this, it's much happier, and especially in November, when the weather, it's like it would be better to see some, some natural color.
気候的にだんだん落ち込んでくる時なので、こういうハッピーな色合いにして。
Because this kind of light green is also usually when spring comes. So that's why I want to bring some life into this winter time. That's why during that time I choose certain color to design. Yeah. And this also is kind of 3D. It's also soft
そう、
green.
これすごい凹凸がはっきりしてる。
And Dodicium is the 12th month. And this one is not very visible. It's very light and subtle. It's the same design as the cover.
表紙と同じような感じのエンボスのデザインなんですが、ちょっともっとなんていうの、目立たない感じに仕上げています。
The reason I do like this is because there's always a beginning, there's always an end. And when we left the world, we always leave some trace. There's some trace that we left at this
足跡
universe.
を残していくっていう意味で、なんかこういう感じのデザインにして。
It's almost like a footstep by the seaside when you walk on the sand. Yeah, eventually it will be washed off, but we did left some traces. Yeah.
そうそう、なんか人生の足跡を残すというような意味合いです。
Yeah, so roughly is this. That's it. Yeah.
ありがとうございました。
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
謝謝。
そう。まあこれだけ凝ってるのですごく原価が高くって、それで少し在庫があるということで、私自身が欲しくて、ちょっとなんか他にも欲しい人がいるかもと思って販売させていただくことにしました。12月12日から25日までのもう期間限定で私の方のウェブショップで販売させていただきます。
アートとしてね。
アートとしてもうこれカレンダーとしては使えないっていうか、最初からカレンダーがおまけみたいな感じのデザインなんだけど、2019年のカレンダーがついてても構わないという方で、ただもうアートを鑑賞したいっていう方にお買い求めいただければなと思っています。はい。
はい。あと一緒に神聖幾何学のネックレスもその時に同時発売されるよね。
こういうのね。
これも12月。
I forgot to mention one thing. This one, the cover outside. That's also represent connecting above and below. And this is the middle. And I intentionally do off center so you can see kind of also a crescent moon. So it's like a sun and moon, the feeling.
わざとセンターを外してこのなんか三日月のような感覚が出るようにして。
Because our rotation of living is always affected by the sun and moon.
太陽と月に影響されているので、私たちはそういうことを表すためにわざとセンターを外して。
There was some conflict when I designed this because I was thinking to bring this lower or upper because usually you want to have a moon underneath, But when you have put circle more up, then you have more uplifting. So that's why at the end I said, fine, I still choose this.
どっち円をね下側にずらすか上側にずらすかでちょっと悩んだんだけど、上に置いた方がちょっと気分が上がるので上にしましたね。
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
そうだね、素晴らしい。
そうそうなので名前はカレンダーではなく月めくり神聖幾何学アートとさせていただきました。よろしくお願いします。
でこちらのネックレスも、8型19種類
19種類、
を、12月12日から25日までの間5日間限定で
5日じゃないでしょ
ごめん12月12から25までの限定で販売します。はい、
ペンダントはその後もね時々カートオープンする予定です。カレンダーはもう今回だけです。カレンダーって言っちゃった。月めくり神聖幾何学アート。
最後にこれね。
はい。
ぜひぜひ皆さん買ってください。よかったらぜひ。カバーもめっちゃ綺麗です。こんな感じ。はい。
バイバイ。
Bye bye.